Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm just making a little drink for my camera guy, Jared.
Well, look at that shot of espresso. It's perfect.
You know, I really like being here at the shop just because I got all the equipment here. Everything's just already kind of set up. What I have trouble with, even myself, is making drinks at the house. So I actually get a lot of questions because this is something that I'm usually working on, is how do I make, you know, a good French press, or how do I make a good pour over at home. Okay, hey, there we go. That one's for you. I want to show you a cool trick that I learned in my French press. It might be the best French press you ever tried. So come check this out. Got my French press here. I'm imagining that I'm at home right now and I'm like, I want a good cup of coffee. My friends are coming over. I want to make an awesome cup of coffee to impress them, whatever it might be. The first thing that you're gonna need to do is de-French press this. So you're gonna see this little cap on the top. The first thing you're gonna, I just broke that. We're gonna get another French press. We'll be right back. It fell off. I thought it was gonna go this way and it fell right into there and it smoked the bottom of this thing. Okay, we found this one on the shelf, so I'll just have to buy it and then we can do the film. We're gonna have to do a lot smaller version, so the proportions are gonna be a little bit different. In this one, we would have done, what, like, this thing is falling to pieces. We would have done 50 grams of coffee in this one. In this one, it is much smaller. This one looks like it's gonna be about 400 milliliters. Let's start this thing. First off, we want to dismantle this like we were trying to do with the other one before it broke. We're gonna take all these little pieces off of the plunger and just remember how you took them apart, because I know what it's like to forget that. If you need to take pictures with your cell phone, do it. The first thing you want to lose is this guy. It's just the lid. We don't need it. Get out of here. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy back on here. It's gonna hold the plunger stable. Like I said, you can call this not a French press. You can call it whatever you want. I call it a reverse press, and that is not trademarked. So if you want to use that, go ahead and use it. And then we want to start with this plunger all the way to the bottom, okay? I know, we're not, most of the time you push this down. We're not gonna push it down. We're going to make the coffee on top. We're gonna pull it out. I actually got this idea because I was doing a little research with a machine called the Clover machine, which belongs to the big green monster of coffee. Got everything preheated. I wanna get it sort of dry. And then when I grab my coffee, I'm gonna go with 22 grams on this. We're gonna see, how much should I say? Maybe a little more. We'll do 27 grams. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ground the coffee not as coarse as the French press. Like, everybody tells you always grind your coffee a little coarser for a French press, direct contact, this and that. Don't listen to those guys. This thing that I'm grinding into, it might be something that you look at. If you don't have a really expensive grinder, like most of us don't, this guy right here, picked it up on Amazon, right? It is a coffee sifter. So if you get a lot of fines in your coffee when you're ground, look at that. All the little guys are in here and all the good stuff is left in this basket. And all you gotta do is shake it up. That's it. So we're gonna shake this up for a sec and get all the fines out. That's something that we always do here because we're coffee snobs. One little extra step makes it super easy. Okay, so if you look at that, that is just beautiful right there. Okay, so now I just want to add my water. And it's not rocket science, just pour some water in there. Okay, I think that ought to work. Let's give this a stir real quick, just get everything mixed up. So really what you want here is to get all the grounds saturated. And that's gonna be kind of the most important part about mixing it. I'm gonna try not to break this thing again. These glass things, man, listen, just invest in a stainless steel one. Don't get a glass French press. It's gonna break, okay? It will break. All right. Set that there. Now, we're gonna time this thing. Got me a little scale here, and you see me like measuring stuff. What you wanna do at home is use a scale. Just get yourself a nice scale and use it. These little guys right here, they cost like, I don't know, like 25, 30 bucks. They come with a timer, they come with a scale, everything's already right there. So what you'd do at home, you'd grind your coffee, you'd get your little thing, measure it in there, and you would just watch the grams on here go up to like 25 or 27. Then you'd get your pitcher and you'd pour your hot water in there full of glass, and then you would just measure out what, like 400 grams of water. And that's gonna get you right the nice ratio that you want. Okay. And now we're just gonna let that brew.
Tell me everything, tell me everything, tell me everything.
We're coming up on 3.5 minutes, 2, 1. Okay, so instead of doing the typical 4 minutes like you would, or 5, or some people say 6 or whatever, you would on a French press, I do 3.5. It's the same as what we do on the pour overs. And this is actually gonna be really similar to a pour over. You wanna take it nice and easy when you pull this out, because it does leave some grit around the edge, which we're just gonna wipe off with a paper towel. But there you go. All your grounds just come out of your coffee instead of staying in the bottom, or however else you wanna do that. Then you just bring it over here to the trash can, and you dump it out, and it makes a huge mess. Okay. So I'm just gonna wipe that off all the way around. Get me a cup. And this is actually gonna be a little lighter than a typical French press too. Oh, you know what? We might have had a little less water in there. Maybe I should have measured my water out. Let's see. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Maybe a little less coffee next time. Next time we'll do 22 grams to 400 grams of water. Try that at home. If you're gonna use a regular French press, put about 50 grams of coffee in there, ground coffee. Do the same thing and give it a shot. See what you think about this. Leave it in the comments below. You might really like it, might really hate it. Just let me know what you think. Hey guys, if you're looking for a good scale at home, I have already done the research. This is the cheapest scale for pour overs that you can get on Amazon. I love it. I use them in my coffee shops. We use, I don't know, we buy like 5 or 6 of them for each store. This has a scale on one side and it has a timer on the other side. It is perfect for pour overs. It is perfect for French presses. It's perfect for espresso. You'll really like it. They're not that much. You can check them out. I got the link below for you to check out. Yeah, save yourself some time, save yourself some money. If you're like me, hey, I'm kind of cheap. I like good stuff, but I'm kind of cheap, okay? So you'll love it. Check it out.